Hi, everybody.
Hello, I'm Ryan.
I'm Bethany.
And we are Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews. We've got a list for you, and guess what? We're going back into the time machine 15 years ago. Back then, Pogs were cool.
Nope, that's further back.
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
We're old. We're old.
No, but 2010, this is talking about the top 10 games from 2010. Let's see, we were married that year.
We were married that year. We just celebrated our 15-year anniversary.
And we were not yet in the hobby at that point. Mm-mm. We were playing games. We were playing a lot of card games.
Lots of card games.
And we'd been introduced to some really great board games. You know, Power Grid, Carcassonne, Catan, things like that were really big back then. And we'd been playing those. But we didn't know about, like, new releases. We didn't know about designer names, publisher names, things like that.
We weren't following anything.
Yeah, so we were just... We would love getting invited to game nights and stuff like that at church, and inviting people over to play euchre and other card games, things like that.
Yeah.
But no, we were not board game hobbyists. We probably were, we just didn't know it. We didn't even know there was a greater board game hobby.
We were not board game hobbyists yet. We were people who occasionally liked playing board games because we disc golfed a lot then.
That's true.
That's what we did.
That was
true. Like what our spare time was spent.
So these...
As we've become more broken, we've gotten more into board games.
So we're talking about 10 games that came out that year. We're going off the BGG release dates just because that's just cleaner and easier, even if there's gray areas. We're just going to go off the strict date. So these are not games that we played that year. These are games we've played since then.
Yes.
So yeah, let's talk about it. And then next week, stay tuned because we're talking about 2015 and 2020 and kind of do a 5, 10, 15-year look back. And we're going to do that probably annually so we can go cover a wide range of games over the decades we've been playing games.
Yeah, it'll be really fun. And it's going to get better, like, the more years go on, because we would have, like, known what was happening.
All right, so let's talk about 2010, starting with you with the number 10 game.
All right, our number 10 game is Hanabi. And so this is a game where you have cards that you don't see, and you're trying to place them in certain orders. You're trying to it's completely cooperative, and you're trying to give your teammates clues about certain cards that are in their order, so you can play these cards in order to have a perfect rocket show. It is a really clever game. It's really simple. It's just a card game. It's just the cards, and then there's tokens in it, but it's just mainly just the cards while you're trying to figure out, do the guesswork of what you have, while also trying to give clues before the time runs out. That is Hanabi.
Ooh, if you get a chance to play the deluxe edition, instead of cards, it's like they're full, like, tiles, like domino style, like tiles. They're hefty and awesome, but expensive.
Yeah.
All right, number 9 game. This is a solo game called Onorim, and I've played it a lot on my phone because there's an app for it, and it is a very clever solo game. I don't like solo games that take a lot of setup. I don't like solo games that take a lot of time. I don't like solo games that take up a lot of space on the table or on our shelves. So I don't play a lot of solo games, as you can imagine. But this one struck a chord with me because it's simply shuffling a deck of cards and then you're playing. It just reminds me of, like, you know, classic like Klondike or Solitaire. Because all you have to do is shuffle and you're ready to go. And you're just trying to get these sets of cards basically to fill these keys. These keys unlock doors, and there's these bad guys as well that you're trying to get away, and you can use keys to get rid of them. And I lose a whole lot, but there's some expansions too that make it even more fun. They add complexity without adding difficulty, which is kind of good and bad, I guess. But I really enjoy this one. I still play it on my phone every once in a while. I wish I had the physical copy. I saw it recently at a consignment shop, and I was like, I should pick that up. But at the same time, the phone app is just so slick. I don't know if I need the physical copy anymore. So that's our number 9, Onorim.
Our number 8 is Wits and Wagers Family. So this is a game where it's all numerical trivia. There's a question, you have a numerical answer, and then everybody's answer gets placed on a grid. And then where the points come from is you bet on other people's answers. So I love that there's a trivia game that you don't have to know any trivia about. You're just kind of guessing who you think might know this trivia. So I really like this one. This is one we were able to play way back in the day with family members who are not gamers, but we were able to play this game back to back to back to back to back. So much so that I almost couldn't play it for like 2 years because we were burned out of it for a while because they actually liked playing this game with us.
Yeah, which is a good thing. It's just, you can... all good things have like a limit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so our number, this is our number 7 game. This is Zombie Dice. I feel like there's this kind of this golden era of simple dice games, and this is among that party crowd where you could just roll some dice, chuck them, and just like, okay, realize, okay, I need to save some of these back, I need to roll these, I need to do that, and then you just have, these dice, and you're just chucking, and then you pass the dice to the next person. Just simple dice chuckers, and I think the market got really saturated because it's just pick an adjective or a noun and then add dice to the end of it.
Yeah.
And that existed for a while. It was like
Yeah.
Sasquatch dice and zombie dice and, whatever it was, dice. And everything had a dice afterwards. And then fate has since died out, which is good, which is why this is still remains to me like one of the better ones of that era.
Yeah, it lasted.
Yeah. And the zombie theme was fun, and it kind of had that little bit of push your luck peril to it, which kind of matched the theme. So I dug zombie dice, and I'll still play it as a quick simple dice chucker.
Our number 6 is Ascension, and this is a deck builder game. A deck builder is where you have cards and you're trying to build a better deck. You're drafting cards from the middle pool. We had a 2-player version of this game. But this is also a game that a lot of people don't have. They just play on their phones. But like a lot of people just play on their phones or their iPads. It works really well in that medium because the app does all the bookkeeping for you. So this is just one of those very original deck builder games where you have the whatever that's called.
Like the river of cards.
Yeah, the river
would
of cards.
constantly be changing as you were drafted.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've got a lot of fond memories of this. Our friend Evan has like all the expansions to it.
Yeah.
So not all, because they keep on making them, but a lot of them anyways.
Yeah.
All right, number 5. We were talking about Navigador. This is a bigger, heavier Euro. And I really enjoyed it. It was the first game that I introduced that had kind of an action rondelle to it, where you'd move your little action, your little marker around this action rondelle. It would tell you what you could do, and you were basically exploring the world, right? You were getting all your little ships, and you're moving your ships around the world, and then you're kind of planting these little settlements, and you're trying to get to the kind of the edge of the known civilization so that you could effectively get the most points and win. It was a little bit of a race element to it, but the action rondelle was the first time I encountered something like that, and it has stuck with me. I love that kind of thing, and every time I see one to this day, it reminds me of that, and I'm usually endeared towards it automatically.
Yeah. Our number 4 is Fresco, and this is a game all about a painting. You are trying to draft colors and mix colors to make better colors. But in this game, you get the opportunity to wake up early to do like some of the cool actions, but you lose your workers because who wants to wake up that early? But you can also go later, let your workers sleep in, so you get more workers, but then again, like, you don't get to do all the awesome stuff. So it's just kind of like equalizing that out. So this is this is probably a heavier one that we've listed so far.
At the time, yeah, especially it was heavy.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, so it was a really fun, really immersed game, and the first time I played it, I had to like really think about the things that blend together. So like, what do I want to make what I want? That always trips me up, man. I have to thinking 2 steps ahead all the time in this game.
All right, so our number 3 game, this is Forbidden Island. This is by Matt Leacock, who of course made Pandemic and all the whole series of Forbidden games. Kind of this master of the start of the wave of cooperative games.
Yeah.
I think cooperative games have existed since or before that, but I would say they became popularized at this time. I would say, and Forbidden Island was very easy, very accessible. It was not easy to win, but the rule set was easy. You're basically just walking around trying to a set collection of cards in your hands so that you could turn them in for the goals that you were trying to do before the whole island sunk around you. And it was a full cooperative game. Out of all the Forbidden games, there's Forbidden Island, then Forbidden Desert, then Forbidden Sky, then Forbidden Jungle.
Yeah.
Out of them, I still will probably have the most logged plays out of Forbidden Island. And it's in my top 3 out of those 4. But I don't know where, because I like them all. The only I don't like is Forbidden Sky. It's terrible.
It's not terrible. It is not terrible.
It's got a cool gimmick.
Gimmicky.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gimmick is really cool, but it runs its course.
So Forbidden Island is an A+ first cooperative game. Our girls have both played it early
All
on
the
it
time.
and then loved it.
Yeah. Our number 2 is Seven Wonders. And what's really funny about this game is the first time that I played it, we played 2-player and we played with the AI, which I hated. I did not like it. I did not think I liked this game. But then we were able to play, with more than 2 players. And I was like, this game's awesome. I know some people really like the 2-player version of it, but a lot of people didn't, which is why they created Seven Wonders Duel to create a 2-player version of this. But anyway, so at Seven Wonders, I really like that it's a simultaneous play. So you have a hand of cards. You are going to choose a card to play and then pass the entire deck, and then everybody plays at the same time. So you have all this simultaneous play. So regardless of how many players you have, 3 or 7, it's going to take about the same amount of time to play. It doesn't even matter how many players you have. We have a few expansions to this game. We do not have all of the expansions to this game. I think we're just missing Babel, maybe?
We've got Tower Babel.
We do? Oh.
We don't play with it as often because we are usually teaching someone.
This is one of the games where it's a next, like a Gamer Plus game. So people who are getting into gaming, but they're not like full-in gamers, this is a game that we'll throw at them. So yeah, that's probably why we don't put all the stuff in there.
Yeah, we have cities, leaders, we have the Wonder Pack, we've got Babel.
Yeah.
But Babel's the one that's like kind of like breaks the system, where it's like, you need to know all the rest of it very well.
Yeah.
And since we're teaching people, they're not going to know it very well.
Yeah.
But even if just one person out of the 7 that you're playing with is new, you got to peel back and not put Babel in.
Yeah.
So, but I do like that quite a bit.
It's just such a great game. This is one that has so many iterations from it.
Armada, is that the one that we don't have?
It might be.
Yeah.
It just has so many different iterations of it because it's so popular. Like, there's a reason why this game, I believe, has standing and lasting power.
All right, so we're at the number 1 game that came out in 2010, according to our expert opinion.
This will be no surprise to anybody.
This is Luna from Stefan Feld. It came out from TMG originally, and TMG has since went out of business, so it is hard to get your hands on. But oh my goodness, is it fantastic! What a great game! My brother-in-law actually got me the deluxe edition that has awesome bits. And this is kind of mini expansions as well to kind of mix up the gameplay. This is a fantastic game. It almost works like a rondel as well, where we have some characters are moving clockwise, some are counterclockwise, some are doing. You want to land with certain people, you don't want to land with other people. You take all these different actions to kind of grow your little thing up.
It's perfect information.
Yeah, there's no randomization, no dice, no cards. It's all on the board. Any option, action that people have, you can, in theory, predict it, but it doesn't mean you're going to do it correctly or accurately because there's a lot going on. But it's a wonderful, wonderful game. I will teach it to anybody, anytime. Come on over. We'll play Luna from Stefan Feld.
But everybody, we really want to hear from you. What is your favorite game from 2010? Let us know in the comments below. Have you played any of the games on our list? Are there any of the games on our list that you're like, I've been wanting to play that, and now I want to play it even more? Let us know in the comments below. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see all our videos as they come out. Until then, you can find us in all of these places.
You guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
You guys, thanks for watching our shenanigans. As always, we appreciate it. Over here, if you follow this link, you're going to find a playlist we've hand-selected, handcrafted just for you because you watched this video.
And if you check over here, this is a video that YouTube thinks you might like. So you can check that out if you want as well.
All right, we appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye.